Forgive me, but this will be an embellishment part of the video. Third and not so important thing, I found that it was an interesting thing I could get away with doing, so I'll just show it. But first I want to show how you jump up and land on the ledge. You go forward on the ledge and jump like this, I hope. Let's see if I can do it now. You keep tapping up until you go up, and it'll jitterbug a bit, and then you crouch down, and then it locks in position, and you're stuck in the door frame, or the window frame. Now, you're not really stuck, but you're pretty close to it. Now, I'm going to go forward and push. Now, when I go forward this way, if I crouch down at the same time and keep sliding, it eventually squeezes me through. I'm not sure if this was intentional. I'm very sure that the dimensions of the barn being this shape, so you could build something almost identical to this, must have been, because it's just way too quinky-dinky. Now I'm going to go out here and we're going to do a little silly thing. It's an embellishment, but I'm going to hit the number 4 so I get pillars. This is in red right now. Now I don't know if it'll let me do it. It may not let me do it at all. Let's go down here to the... whoop. This is a very intermittent thing. It's not necessary, but if it lets me do it, it'll be fun. Let's get down here and bang. Now what that does is it gives the building a set of pins or horns. The horned one, if you will. So let's get down here, turn, boom. Now you might have noticed in my hotbar I got 2 campfires. So let's do campfire on top of this one. And a campfire on top of this one. And because we're up here, we can get away with doing this and jumping on top of the building. This allows us to use this as a point to, well, basically snipe those out there and then go out and collect materials and dropped objects. I guess the rationale in the game is that as the game progresses, more and more people get eaten by the animals, and when you take them out, they just hawk up everything, including their backpacks. Neat, huh? So anyway, I just thought I'd show you this part, and I'm going to try and include a image of it in the video for nighttime. Well, I can't. This is earlier. This is before noon. Oh, I found out something else. As we look here, as I'm looking that away, ironically, that's north. In the game, I don't know why I didn't notice this, but if you look at the map pop-up most people use for the game, virtually everybody does, north is not actually to the top of the map. That's right. The sun rises and sets, if we use this map, it rises in the south and sets in the north of the map. Now, this map doesn't have the cardinal directions on it, and I have noticed that most of them actually have the top of the map being north. But in fact, since the sun is coming up over there and setting over here, that's north, which means if we look at the map here, everything on the lower part of the map is east, and everything on the upper part, quote unquote, is west. That's why when you look at some of the reworks of it, including the reintroduction of, quote, Rust Legacy map, which was just this portion of it anyway, they did tilt it that way. That's so that the sun would rise and set exactly as it was depicted before. I don't know if it included all of the detail, like, you know, the rest of the map, which is enormous, or even showed Mount Everest correctly. I don't remember seeing anybody go into those details, but maybe I will, I guess. But I just thought it was kind of interesting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and do a screenshot of what this looks like at night and use it for the thumbnail. And I will also pause this video until it's nighttime if I can. So if the video ends suddenly, it means I wasn't able to continue the recording, and I'm sorry. And if I am able to, you'll see what it looks like at night with two campfires stuck on posts. This is just an embellishment, and this is the I guess the final page of this project, part 3, just to wrap it up. And all it is it's converting a barn into a house to live in. And by the way, to get back into it, you push forward, duck down, then get stuck under, and then you go back and forth until you squeeze through the hole again, And again, because I managed to finally, after 12 tries, 12 servers, get this position correctly, I don't fall through and fall on the ground down it. So that's pretty good. So I will pause the video recording until it's nighttime in the game, and hopefully the computer won't crash in the meantime, and we can go ahead and do that. So, yeah. I'll try to finish the rest of this video then. Okay, either stopping it entirely now or just pausing it so you can see the nighttime view now. And so hopefully it is recording, and I'll probably get eaten by a bear in a minute. But that's what it looks like when you do that. And let's go over here and get a much better view of it at a further angle on top of a rock. Mostly because I can. And yes, I spent a good deal of time waiting for this so that I could just do that. And that's what it would look like. You know, like a little castle with its own burning parapets and stuff. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, I've been sitting around doing other things besides just sitting around. I've been keeping myself busy in the game. But that's what the thing looks like, and I'll just get a thumbnail before I'm eaten by monsters. With the, let's just shift over and sit back and put the moon there. There we go. Laughs like a box of chocolates. So there we go. That's the video, and that's the end of making the barn base. Thanks. Have a good day. Good luck with